Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is. Shout outs to everybody. Happy holidays. Wish y'all prosperous 2020, etc., etc. You know, if y'all remember just what was it, maybe about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, I just, dropped a special announcement telling y'all the project that I wanted to work on as far as, interviewing important people in the culture. So, jumped on it right away. You understand? So this is the first one. Pardon any issues that y'all might have as far as, in terms of like the lighting and stuff like that. This was a new space that I used. I never really used it before. So, it was a couple of things I was trying to get right just as far as like, the footage and, stuff like that. And so it's a little sunny. We had the sun shining like crazy in the window. So, I did my best to edit as best as I can. I'll make sure it's better in the future, and any other criticism or whatever, I'm definitely open to it. Just, leave the feedback and stuff in the comments. I'm definitely going to make sure everything is much more, produced better as these come along. You understand? Like, I already got my next interview booked, so be on the lookout for that. But, yeah, man, appreciate y'all rocking out with the movement. Who knows? I'm hoping that one day I can make these like an event, like, actually have people come out. Some people can come out, ask questions and things of that nature. Like I said, it's a lot of people in the culture that got stories and stuff like that need to get told. So, here's the first one. And, this one was special just because, a lot of people remember the whole We Go Hard versus Trap era, and even when I posted the picture up on social media of me and City, it was a lot of people that thought that we legit, like even still to this day, had an issue not knowing, like, me and City talk all the time. Like, we discuss like movies and video games and, things of that nature. So me and City are actually wild cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the homie, you understand? So, man, I'm actually going to be doing an interview on We Go Hard. Like, I'm going to go to him and he's going to interview me. So, that's going to be a dope little cross promotion type thing. We're going to talk about a whole lot more. You understand what I'm saying? So definitely subscribe to their channel. Make sure y'all on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me know what y'all think of this interview, man. It's NoMercyTV Podcast, presenting B City from WeGoHardTV. And yeah, man, let's get to it. Happy holidays to all, and all y'all have a blessed 2020. What's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. We here, man. NoMercyTV Podcast, doing things in a different way come 2020. So this is it right here. Who I got right here is a legend. Got one of the best leagues in battle rap, bringing y'all some of the best talent that has, went to that top tier level. I got B City here.
You ready?
We Go Hard shit.
You're ready.
And y'all know the history, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like Trap, We Go Hard. Right. I don't think people even seen us like on camera like this together before. You feel me? Yeah. And people might not even know, like, me and you talk, we might talk on the book about a lot of the same shit, like the games and the movies and shit like that. So we cool. Just so, everybody understand it. So what I wanted to do was pretty much, first of all, let us know what you got going on, for the 2020, because it's about to be a new year and everything. So,
absolutely.
What you got you working
on? I got the web series called How We Live.
Okay.
It's in production right now. I'm aiming for like the springtime for it to drop.
Okay.
The trailer gonna drop soon though, but I actually have something dropping tomorrow from whatever day this drop.
Okay. So, okay. So probably by the time this drop, it'll be out already.
It'll definitely be out. So I just got the web series. The battles thing is still going on.
Yeah.
He's holding that down, and and Fetty and Scotty and everybody else that's doing their thing, setting their cards or whatever.
Okay.
But I just kind of move aside from battle rap to focus on back to the web series that I was doing.
Okay. Now let me ask you, because I be seeing your posts sometimes. I be seeing your lives and shit. I know sometimes you get fed up with this shit.
Right.
What is it that makes you be on some like, because I go through it too. These days I be like, yo, this battle rap shit lit. I'm fucking with it. I want to be active in it. But then there's times where like, we go through shit and it's like, I don't know if I want to do this, you know, keep on going. So what is it with you that, you know, makes you not fuck with it?
It's like, it's the niggas, man. Like, it's the niggas. Like, I don't get it sometimes. Like, it's like everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be gangster. Like, I don't have time for that shit, yo. Like, I'm out here trying to get it. I don't have time for niggas trying to be tough. I understand niggas want to do shit to kind of promote their battles, and then niggas will wait to an event to fight. An event will be motherfucking 3 months in advance for niggas want to wait 3 months to fight. Like, y'all can go meet and do that shit now.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas live borough to borough, block to block. Like, why would niggas gotta wait to an event to fuck some shit up?
Just go meet up in a random parking lot or whatever in the park and just get y'all one off and then,
But niggas would rather fuck up business and fuck up niggas' hard work and money to pop over at an event. Why? Because there's people around and you want to be seen. Like, it's just weird sometimes. So, you know, I just lose the love at times. And plus with that, niggas come late as usual.
The Hollywood shit.
Like, niggas don't realize time is money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get a venue from 4 to 12, that shit costs.
Yeah, that's a whole 8-hour day. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like 4 to 12 and shit don't start till 8. You got 4 hours to try to complete a whole card. It's crazy.
So let me ask you, what would you say was the latest time you've had to do a event because of lateness? Like, what was the latest that you've got out of an event? Like, you done paid off the venue, you done packed up all your camera shit. What's the latest time you done stepped out?
The latest I ever stepped out was like 4:30 in the morning.
God damn.
But that was like, that probably was like 6 years ago though. I had the card, but I had mad battles on the card though. All them shit was like 3 rounders. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had like 12, 13 battles.
God damn.
But I said never again though. You know what I'm saying? So I said never again. I would never do that many battles unless they 1-rounders.
Okay.
But they was all 3-rounders.
God, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
12,
So,
13 battles, all 3. Yeah.
And we didn't start probably till like close to 9.
Jesus.
Close to 9. Like,
And what time you got a venue from?
Well, the crazy, I had the venue from like, I think from like 5 to 1. But I wanted to pay an extra 3 hours.
God damn.
To get the card done.
Yeah,
because that was on the card, they wasn't from New York. So it was not it wasn't like we can reschedule it.
Yeah.
I had niggas from Philly, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was kind of complicated. So, but I said never again after that. So the minimum now is like 8. Make the 10 the most. But you know, that should be half and half. Most be 1s and 3s. So.
Okay.
In convenient time, you know.
Okay. Now I know are you officially part of URL staff?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Let's do this. What made you first get that position?
Well, this started back in like 2010 when I first started WeGoHardTV.
Okay.
I was working, like, you know, I was getting all like the behind the scenes, like with the events and all that, you know, with the URL events and shit like that.
Okay.
And the crazy thing about it is Smack wanted to meet me.
Okay.
Like, not because he was a fan or some shit, like, cause I was really working, man. I had a big ass Sony camera. Shit took tape. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
I was interviewing everybody.
Okay.
You know, Hollow had just came home. You know what I'm saying? Hitman Holla.
You had a couple of the first Summer Madness recaps, didn't you?
Yeah, like the trailer I did for Summer Madness 1, I opened up Summer Madness 1 with my trailer.
Oh, okay. That was your trailer? That was
you seen it with the smacking beats, he was sitting down and shit.
Yeah.
Pulling their hands and shit. Yeah, I did that trailer.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I did that trailer.
Okay, wait, didn't they play that like during the
Yeah, they played it at
because I was there that night.
Yeah, they played that at Webster Hall.
Okay.
It up. That's what
that had to be like an accomplishment
for
you to get to have your shit played like it's one thing to have your shit on their YouTube, like okay, I shot it, edited for them, they dropped it on their YouTube, but for it to be like that first big headline event, and then for them to play your shit on their screen, like
that was a blessing, man. Like I remember like doing it, like sitting down and actually, you know, getting an interview with Smack, with Beasley, and just putting that whole. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I was nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because at first it wasn't gonna play because I had burned it onto a CD, and the way they had it set up was like it just wasn't playing. So something just told me, yo, bring your hard drive. I swear, something just said, bring your hard drive, and I wanted just connecting it to whatever setup they had, and they wanted to play it through their computer on my hard drive.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was smart. That was smart because you gotta really know computers to know, like, okay, I got this CD, but let me just bring my hard drive just in case. I
swear,
Okay.
Yeah, and I was nervous doing that, Trevor, man, but you know, it wound up playing out, and I wound up opening it. That was a blessing.
Okay.
Definitely a blessing.
Okay, so what was your role after that once they like officially put you down? Like, what were you doing for URL?
I was well, at first it was just like the behind the scenes, like catching like all the artists outside, interviewing them. But the crazy thing about it was for me, but that's what he wanted me to do. Like, shit, I was shooting for them, shit just wasn't dropping. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know, but I did my part.
Okay.
You know, so I was out interviewing, you know, the Hollows, the Casillas, the Cortez, you know, the Hitman Hollers, everybody, you know, at that golden era time.
So that sounded like it was supposed to be like kind of like how they was already doing like on the DVDs, like how they was getting like the Young Jeezys, but it seemed like they was like transitioning to like the battle rappers maybe.
Right, but yeah, but it was just basically just interviews, just them speaking on they battles with their opponents. Like basically like what's next for them and like et cetera. So.
Okay, and you said those wound up never dropping?
Well, the ones that I kept for me, yeah, but the ones that I did for him, like I don't know, like I mean I still have it. It just never dropped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I don't know if you want to really disclose this or whatever, but do you have access to the YouTube? Like as far as like you do the uploading and shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they gave me access to, you know, again, you know, obviously they trusting it. You know, because that's big to even give somebody
for a whole business. Like
so that's like, you know, that's I appreciate all that they do for me, you know. And back to what I was saying, like the yeah no part. The only reason why I say that is I don't work as I used to with them. Like, as far as like shooting events, like basically what I was doing, like what me and my bro Twist was doing, I'm not really doing that. I do it, but it's rarely. I'm more of a behind the scenes person, you know, uploading battles, you know, shooting like the private. They had the URL private event.
The update joint.
Yeah, the update joint with the Cortez and T-Top.
Yeah,
like, I shot that. Me. And JB.
Okay.
We had shot that in a private location, whatever. So I'm still, you know,
doing a little stuff here and there.
You know, and then whatever they need, you know, they got my number. You know.
Okay.
It's all love at the end of the day, you know. Those are my brothers before anything. Yeah. But, I mean, that's business, but we have a friendship. Like I chill with them, I talk to them all the time, so it's still friendship. But as far as the business part, it's rarely. But I understand because you know. Media, it comes and goes. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you don't have your original niggas when you start your league or whatever. Because at the time, you know, it was me, Twiz, I don't remember, Meet the Dealer. Meet the Dealer. Yeah, his joint used to pop up. Yeah, right, Meet the Dealer.
What was that? That was a cameraman?
Yeah, he was a cameraman. But he had his own website, like Meet the Dealer. He was uploading like content. You know, Body Bag magazine.
Yeah.
Remember them?
Yeah.
You know, Surge. You know what I'm saying? 59 Design. You know, a lot of people.
That was a team right there.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people came and left. So, you know, and I understand it's business. You know what I mean? So, you got the new people in, you know, and they doing false for URL and just hold it down for the league. You know, just hold it down. Just do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just hold the league down. You know, shout out to P, shout out to JB, shout out to Rob. Shout out to the whole Black Market Media, you know what I mean? Shout out to them folks, man. Shout out to Ike, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole URL family and all.
Okay, now back to you having control of the channel. Now, as far as the content that drops, because I know you did a lot of the PG events, do you control what drops, or do you just wait on?
No,
drop this.
I don't control on what drops. They just tell me what they need, and I just do it. You know, I'm more behind the scenes for them. You know.
Okay.
But you know, like when I did the event, I did the New York PGs event. I think it was back in August, September. I forgot.
Okay.
When Sonny Hollywood Jones, Simply Ty, like.
You doing the one that's coming up?
No, I'm not doing
the January 20th.
No, I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
That's Norbs and whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do you ever have any type of like? I know people have had issues as far as like wanting their footage out. Have you ever been caught in the crossfire of, yo, my footage ain't dropping? You know, even though it's other people making decisions, but knowing that you shooting and everything are there, have you ever had any issues where somebody came at you on some?
They never came at me crazy. Nah, niggas know better.
Okay, okay.
I mean, niggas came to me like, yo, you know, did you know, like, do you know anything as far as it's dropping or anything? See, what I would do is like, if it's not dropping with them, what I would do is I would drop it on my channel.
Okay.
And I've done that plenty of times, like Pep and True Watson, Cuban and G. Like I dropped a lot of battles that never made the channel, so I wound up dropping it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
and you make that decision yourself. Like if you feel like they taking too long with it, you might just hit them and say like, "Yo, I think this battle is fire. Let me just drop it on my channel." So
I just do that. You know, I just let them know like I just drop it on my channel. You know, again, I don't ask questions. I just like once I know it's not gonna hit, then I just basically put it on my channel. You know.
Okay.
Again, they give me the light to do these kind of things. You know, that's why I always have respect for them. You know what I'm saying? And never say fuck them or anything like that. You know, but they give me that access to do it all. So.
Okay. As far as, because I want this to be a piece for like the talent that's like up and coming. Is there anything in particular that you would say to ensure your PG drops? Like any advice you want to give the up and coming artists that do PGs? Like, yo, this is what you should do to get your shit to drop, as far as like performance wise and stuff like that.
The only thing I would just that shit is like it's playing with fire because you can 30 your nigga and your shit won't drop because he's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I have those. Like you can 30 your nigga and the shit won't drop. So that shit, when that shit drops, that shit had to equal up to either 2-1, 3-0.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just tell him, just do what you do, man. You know, and whoever's doing the event basically has to fuck with you. Like, if it's good enough, like me, like I'm not picky. I'm not favoritism. If it's fire, it's fire. I don't care if I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If it's fire, I'ma drop it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't speak for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak for me.
Okay.
But people got what they like and what they don't like. It's been times when I was talking to Norbs like, yo, bro, I think this is a drop, and he had different reasons not to drop it. Like, it had them kind of days. So it is what it is. Again, it's not my league to give the okay to just try to do it anyway. Yeah. I just tell you how I feel about it. About the battle. So, just do what you do. Just do what you do. So I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because I dropped the whole PG card
just to get them shits out.
Like I think it was like 10 battles. I dropped 4 on URL and I dropped 6 on my channel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like even because some shits, if it wasn't for me, them shits probably gonna drop. Period. Like niggas would never see their footage.
Because I seen I know you dropped Mason and Brazzy.
Right.
That and I thought that was a good battle.
Yeah.
I seen a couple other joints that came from.
It was like True and D and Tom Sawyer. LV and Chris Mills. There was a couple of them. And I just want people just to see, like because you might not be able to see it at all if it's with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, again, even with me going to an event and just seeing something that's fire and knowing it might not drop, I hit them up like, yo, bro, let me get that footage.
Okay.
Like, I drop it on my channel so they can at least see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
that make a lot of sense.
You know,
that make a lot of sense.
That's just me. That's just me. I can't speak for anybody else.
Okay. Switching back to just We Go Hard. Now, you obviously are one of the original founders of We Go Hard. Who are the people that I want to say are decision makers at We Go Hard as far as what battles get set up, when cards are done? Like, how is that whole process, like, as far as staff wise?
Well, Steams really do everything. Like the guys that set battles, like Scotty, Fetty, shout out to Frank. Like them guys that set cards. And if I forget anybody else, just blame my mind. I mean, not my heart. You know what I mean? Okay. But like Steam, I guess they really presented the scenes. Like, you know, he just give them like the okay or whatever, or the dates or whatever, things like that, whatever, etc., etc. So it's really Steam. Like, Steam is really the one that's really holding it down and making sure we try to get the people the best matchups we can. You know, because everybody deserves a shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. Like, low tier, mid tier, like, we ain't picky, man. Like, we give you an opportunity to do what you do. It's up, we have the platform. You just have to deliver it. You know.
Okay. Now, let me ask this. Now, you know I'm not gonna pull no punches, bro. I want you to be
bro. Go on cut, man. Talk your shit.
All right. Now, throughout the rise of We Go Hard, when you first started, there wasn't a lot of small leagues.
No.
Who do you remember being around when y'all first started?
When we was around, I kid you not, it was like a hand count.
Okay.
A hand count. It was. But see, alright, before I get to that, I'm going to say this. It was URL, Grind Time, Street Status, Block City, Spitters. I think Blue Collar was doing something. On Blue Collar TV?
Yeah.
Blue Collar, Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring. And I think that's it. That's like 9.
Okay.
9 leagues. Even with Street Status out there in St. Louis. I don't really remember nobody else. I don't even think Spit That Heat was around at that time when I was around. No.
I don't think they was. I think they might have came around when we came around.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really think it was nobody else. Oh yeah, Brooklyn Mic Club. Shout out Brooklyn Mic Club.
Okay. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So when did you feel like the New York battle scene started to change? As far as like it being more small leagues as opposed to it just being about the big leagues.
It started to change when, well, shit, basically when all these other leagues came into the picture. But it's not a bad thing though. It's not a bad thing. It's just now it's like a league in every borough now.
Okay.
I mean, before it was like Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Now the Bronx got a league, Manhattan got a league, Queens got a league. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like a league in every borough. Before it was just like us. And everybody from every borough was just basically come to us and just, you know, but now it's just, you ain't gotta come to us no more. You know what I'm saying? You can go to track, you can go to college, you can go to county grounds, you can go to fucking what's the nigga name? Bless the Mic. Like, you can go to all these other leagues and, you know what I'm saying, and out New York and do your thing. I battle and you can go to the other leagues and do what you do.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. What do you think makes the We Go Hard formula so special? As far as like y'all choose to not bring names over. Y'all choose to just build y'all dudes from the ground up. What made you make the decision like, yo, fuck all them top tiers, we just gonna do our own thing?
Yeah, I just feel like alright, when we started We Go Hard, We Go Hard wasn't even in the league. That's the crazy part about it. We wasn't even in the league when we started out. I was doing interviews and shit. That's how I made my money.
Okay.
Interviews and blogs and ciphers and music videos. Like, we wasn't in the league.
Okay.
Like, I was only doing battles in the summertime.
Okay.
Like, when it was, I wasn't paying money for no videos and paying niggas to rap and, like, we wasn't doing that.
So y'all was just we was straight, yo, everybody come outside, we doing some rap battles.
We was in the parks with it. Like, we in the parks, football fields and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but the people made it what it was. Because after the summer, I'm like, yo, see y'all next summer. Oh, we wasn't doing shit in the wintertime and I mean, after it started getting cold, that was it.
So it wasn't a business thing attached to it. It was just straight, just on some rap shit. Like.
Yeah, I just do like these niggas that rap from my hood.
Okay.
That was nice, and these niggas been rapping for years before WeGoHard even came to picture.
So a lot of them was just doing music.
A lot of them was making music, but they was still battle rapping in the streets.
Oh,
and this shit wasn't getting recorded. I'm like, yo, this shit got to get recorded because niggas would battle on the basketball courts, niggas would battle on the Ave, niggas would battle in the parks, like niggas would battles in the hallways, like.
Okay.
And this shit wasn't getting recorded, so that's what made me, kind of started WeGoHardTV. But what was your question? You asked me?
I was asking about
about the leagues,
about paying names,
the names. Oh yeah, to that part again, like I feel I had enough niggas in my hood that rap. Like, and these niggas was dope, and everybody that came on later on, and just like the big names and shit is cool, but fuck them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't because they want this and they want that. It's just I have my niggas here. Yeah, I can make my niggas stars. I can put them niggas where these niggas is at. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a lot. I got over probably 50, 60 niggas on the roster, so it's like, why pay these niggas when I can get these niggas and try to build up and make them go against each other and and go against these niggas? Yeah. But at that time I did have something going against it, you know what I'm saying, with other leagues, just booking talent, like booking niggas with names.
Y'all hated us.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what it was? Because a lot of people had it misconstrued as far as like, some people thought we was getting names either for views or because we thought we was trying to do like URL and sell tickets. Right. It was more so like, let me tell you a perfect example. Excel. He came in, he did his first battle with us. He was fired. Him and Jay Bundy, they had a crazy back and forth. Second battle he did was against Jims. They went crazy. Then he battled Get Right. And Get Right, if you watch this, shouts to you. I rock with you, but Excel kind of did him filthy. So when we was leaving that night, people was like, yo, you should book him against Daylight. And it was a crowd of us standing around. I think Blackbeard was there, a couple other people, and I was like, y'all want to see him against Daylight? People was agreeing, like, yeah. I was like, all right, let me see if we can make it happen. And that was what it was. It just so happened that particular battle was the battle that shot us through the roof. Right. But it was more so to give Excel that platform and that presence, so he could start, getting his name up, getting paid, getting booked on, other leagues and stuff like that. Right, right. But I do get what you're saying as far as like when people are just using the names just to get some views. Yeah. Like there's times where it don't make sense. Like, you'll see somebody just randomly out of nowhere, somebody who you might have seen their battles before and thought they was trash, and then you see them against like Loso or somebody like that, and you're like, yo, this battle don't even make sense. Right. So how do you feel when you see those people like that against those kind of names? Like, if it's like no development, you just see them flat out against the name out of nowhere.
You mean like if you bring like a Rum Nitty versus somebody from their roster, like something like that?
Like somebody who you haven't seen get developed or anything. It's them versus Rum Nitty. You're like, yo, where this guy even come from? Yeah.
I mean, now, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If it's working, fuck it. But at the time, I was like, that's whack. Like you can, I understand some people just don't want to just have the same niggas going up against the same niggas, but I think it's just like, if you do that battle, right, versus him, and then it's like your next battle is versus somebody from roster, then it's like, damn. Like, niggas ain't gonna really look at you like that, because they only looking at the battle because of him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're only gonna look at it because of him, not because of you. And the views is where it's at because of him. Yeah. Not because of you.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I understand it's business. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever you gotta do to make your league grow, do it. I don't have nothing against it now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, it's been plenty of times when niggas came to us, it's like, yo, we can get him over here. We can get Hitman over here. We can. I'm like, nah.
Okay.
I'm good. Like, you can give me that money and let me book my niggas. Against, you know what I'm saying? Against my niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but we did that though. Like, and
I was gonna ask you about that. Y'all did have one card where y'all had Cortez, y'all had Daylight.
Right.
Who else did y'all have in that?
We had Charlie Clips. We had XL. And I think that's it. It was Bonnie. Bonnie was on it.
Okay.
But it didn't go down.
Okay.
You know, they came to me. Steams and shout out to the sponsor, Colin. They had came to me about this card one time, and I'm just like, nah, bro. Look, nah.
You was against it.
So when I had fell back from battle rap and I was doing the web series that I had the first time, I'm like, yeah, bro, just do what you do, bro. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? So they wound up doing the card, and cool.
Okay. Now, how did you feel? Did you feel that card specifically? Did you feel like it did anything for the league, or did you feel like it was just like, okay, it's a one-off, it's done, and then we back to regular schedule program?
Nah, I feel like it did nothing. I mean, we got views from it. We may gain some subscribers from it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not how I want to be. You know
okay.
I'm just so adapt to me just starting from 2010 and having my roster and having my niggas and bringing in new talent. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind bringing anybody over from 2020. We've been talking to Ad for 2020.
Okay.
We've been talking to some people for 2020. You know, we had Twerk and We Go Hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Pharaoh, you know, Pharaoh Funeral. You know, we had Shoney. You know, we had people, you know, on the cards. You know, so now it's like it's just mixing. So it's not a full card full of
y'all just doing like
niggas.
y'all like because I seen on the Rip Rappers card y'all got Uno on there.
Right.
But it's like every other battle is just the roster.
Yeah, so we wouldn't mind bringing one or two over. Not every now and then.
You just don't want to make the whole card about.
Yeah, I don't want to make a whole event full of top tier niggas because that shit, real shit, that shit is losing money. And I'm gonna tell you why it's losing money. When you book these niggas come on like 10 niggas, 15 niggas that don't want to pay at the door.
Yeah.
You know
right about that. Right about that.
Between 5 or 10 niggas, and that's just one artist. So imagine bringing 5 artists on the card. That's fucking 50 to 100. That's 50 to 100 niggas.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, even like with URL, and niggas come with the URL. Them niggas don't pay to get it. They just come 10, 15 deep. See that for them, it's probably cool because they at where they at. But for us, like we need that.
Yeah, I done seen Mook show up to the door with like 100 or 200 people, man. Like, shit.
Like, come on, like, and then you looking at it, you add an event, it's looking like okay, cool, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because these niggas them for free. We losing out. So when you looking at these niggas and you bringing them in, you losing out on money. Because anybody gonna want to pay. You know what I'm saying? Because they are who they are. And they to adapt to being here and bring what they want to bring, so it's cool. But when you got somebody that's regular in the raps and that brings 5 or 10 people, you guarantee 5 or 10 people that's going to pay.
That's true.
Not is it about the money, but just the fact that we lose out when we doing these events. We pay for venues and paying niggas to fly out or bus ticket or hotel. Like, that shit cost.
Shit, I think there was a card I might have lost like, I ain't gonna hold you, maybe like 2 or 3 bands.
Man, yo, let me tell you. I remember one card I did back in, I think it was 2011, 2012. It was called Mayhem.
Okay.
My nigga, I made $46.
Sheesh. And that's after paying for the venue.
Right, after paying for the venue, paying the cameraman, paying security. I made $42 or $46.
Jeez.
At the door. $42, my nigga. But I ain't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? Again, this shit is a gamble. I mean, sometimes you gonna eat good, sometimes you not. You know what I'm saying? So it do really depends on how you set your cards, you know, to bring them kind of people at the door. But sometimes it's not even about just the door money. You gotta do other shit besides the door money. Yeah,
you gotta have merch, drinks, food, probably.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta get it how you get it, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's not about the money, but I don't do it for the money, man.
Yeah.
I do it, you know what I mean, because I love to do it. I love to see niggas rap. I love to see people get ahead, and I love people saluting me and appreciating me even for them getting where they at, you know what I'm saying, you know, and I appreciate them back because I wouldn't get on here and be cocky and be like, oh yeah, you niggas want to be where you at, but it wasn't for me. Like, we wouldn't be where we at, it wasn't for each other.
Each other, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, all I did was deliver the platform. Y'all deliver it and put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, with my connection and all, but still, it's a win-win, you know, so I appreciate everybody that came and got to where they need to be at as far as URL or any other league and just going to other leagues and getting paid. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you know, that just showed me that I work hard, you know?
So let me ask you this, speaking of that, when your artists move on to URL, like the Chesses, the Wavies, etc., how hard is it to get them to come back?
Well, Chess wasn't hard at all. Like, I can call Chess right now, he'll come home, no problem. Chess done came home like
a few times.
Like his last battle was against Ish. He came home, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, again, you know, they want to get paid, and you know, they get paid, you know, but that's not a problem at all. But as far as the Mr. Wavy shit, like, I don't know. Like, we tried to get him to come home, you know, he want, I mean, this is what he asked for, and you know, at times we ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. Like we don't have no sponsors. Like, it's just us. Like, we don't have $100,000 sponsor. We be like, yo, what you want, bro? This what you want? Bet. Like, this shit is coming out of our pockets at the end of the day. Like, niggas got bills. Like, niggas got kids and shit.
You know what? I did see that at one point in the group chat, in the Facebook group, that was a thing for a minute. Like, everybody was kind of coming at Wavy, and he was like going back and forth with them, but they was on some like, yo, why we can't? They were pretty much on some like, yo, why we can't get you to come home, man? Like, even if it wasn't for them to battle him, just like come home and show love type shit.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think nobody never even asked him that. Like, as far as like, I know Mac Mel said in the battle.
Okay.
He battled Wavy at the band shit.
Yeah.
He was, that whole third round was basically about him not coming home, how everybody else came home but you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, it's all love when we see each other, you know what I'm saying? You know? And we gonna try to make it happen for 2020, you know? It just, you just gotta meet with us, bro. Like,
yeah, meet.
We don't have what URL is paying you. You know what I'm saying? We can't give you what these niggas is paying you, bro. Like, this is home first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not asking you to battle for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but just make it reasonable.
Like, just make it, like, work with us, bro. Like, again, like, we don't have what these niggas have, bro. So just work with us and we can, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I want him to come home. He ain't been home in like 6 years.
Yeah, it's been a, damn.
I think since like 2013.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't been home since.
That was Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, that's when he battled Kid Rock Dollars.
Yeah, I remember that battle.
Yeah, he ain't been home since. So, you know, again, there's no fuck him and like, nah, you stay with me. None of that. It's cool. Like, it's just, we definitely gonna try to make it happen for 2020, man. You know, it's only right. It's only right that you come home and we can make this happen. You know what I mean? I don't know if the opponent even matters. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it won't, but I mean, shout out to Wavy, man. That's my bro, man. That's my nigga, man.
You know what's crazy? I was at an event, and this was maybe like, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm not going to disclose the details of the convo, but long story short, I overheard Steams talking to somebody.
Okay.
And he was scheming on trying to get Wavy back. Like, it was like a battle that was supposed to happen, and he was like, okay, maybe if this person beat this person, we could get Wavy to, you know, pull up.
Right.
But it's just like, since that time, it hasn't happened. You know what I mean? So I was just like, you know.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to have been on that card. The card with Clips and Cortez and Daylight and was on.
Okay.
We was trying to get him for that card.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But this is what he wanted, and you know, we
couldn't make it happen.
Couldn't make it happen. So, you know, again, there's no love lost. I mean, again, man, I see, the thing is just like, I don't know if he's like that because it's them and not me, but I never really had a conversation with him.
Oh.
Like when he was getting booked, When they was trying to book him, it wasn't never through me. It was like probably through his teams or through a sponsor. Or it was never. I never had a conversation with Wavy and said, "Yo, bro, listen, like let's try to." Nah, we never had that conversation. Maybe one time.
Okay.
But see, at that time, he was actually going to do the battle. I think it was against KO.
Okay.
And I think it was for free. I think, yeah, it was for free. If that or it was nothing crazy. It was real light. But he wound up having a URL battle. I think it was against Young Ill. When Young Ill backed out on him. You know what I'm saying? So it was that happened. So that's why he didn't want to never doing the battle. Okay. So I'm sure as I talked to him, it would be a different conversation from Steams or anybody else talking to him. So
okay. Is there pressure as far as when it comes to We Go Hard, being that y'all are not really bringing over names, is there pressure for y'all to do things such as like compensate battlers and things of that nature, even like new battlers that are just like coming up and still got to get their name up?
You mean like far as like just gaining shit, like gaining like views and subscribers and things?
Yeah, like I'm saying, is there pressure? Like, do they come to you on some like, yo, we want to start getting paid and things of that nature?
Nah, nobody never.
So they good just on the love and.
Nah, I mean like certain dudes get paid. Certain dudes get paid and certain dudes do it for the love. Even times when I was willing to pay niggas, and niggas like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who, but you know what I'm saying? But niggas did it off the love, you know what I mean? Or they just do it for this price for the love, or just they would just like, yo, I'll do it for free, but let me bring in 5 or 6 niggas for free. Or like we work, like it comes to an agreement when we can make something happen. But once you get to a level to where you at, it's like, bro, like this for you, bro.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if it's $100. Like, bro.
Just something,
you, bro. Something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at times when I gave niggas money, niggas ain't want it.
Okay.
Like, nah, bro, you steady, bro. Like, it's not that steady. I'm steady. It's just, this is my appreciation, bro. Like,
Okay.
even for like the last card I did, I had the Dollar Me Having 6 with Chester-ish.
Okay.
And the 2 and 2, like, it was times where I was trying to pay niggas and niggas like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm good. You do what you do. Alright.
Okay.
But I don't take that as an advantage either. Like try to take advantage of. Because you said it this time, I'm not gonna say something next time.
Yeah.
I'm still try to offer something this time. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, that's definitely respectable. Let's go into the competition with We Go Hard and other leagues.
Right.
Now, I know at one point y'all had rough competition with Brooklyn Mike Club.
Right.
Or at least not that it might have been rough, but how was it in your opinion?
At first, like I was just like, who is these niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how. At first, I was just like, yo, I don't know you niggas. Like, who are you niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like I was feeling myself at the time. You know what I'm saying? But like I never said nothing crazy to anybody.
Okay.
Like they wanted to do the BMC versus We Go Hard. And I just, you know that wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
you know it still is to this day. Like, that's just not really my thing. Like, I don't see nothing benefiting from it. Like, I don't mind bringing a few niggas from your league over to battle some of my niggas, or a few niggas from my league to battle some of you. I don't mind that.
Okay.
But as far as a league, like, that just never was my thing.
Okay.
But that shit was just getting crazy. Like, it was just like a lot of, like, nobody got beat up. Nobody got stabbed. Nobody got shot. Like, it was just all social media shit.
Okay.
All blogs. And niggas may have had arguments, you know what I'm saying, at events, at a BMC event, or at a We Go Hard event. Like, niggas had arguments, but it wasn't, like, nothing crazy. It was just, it was entertaining. You know what I mean? It's a sport, man.
Okay.
But just as time going by and who they really are, niggas is cool dudes, man. Shout out to Mac, Free Mac.
Shout out to Mac. It's always been love when we
Free Mac, man. Shout out to Clark. Shout out to Bulk. All them niggas, Jason, all them niggas, man. Them niggas is cool motherfuckers. Like shit got so cool when I was just going to BMC events.
Okay.
Just because, like, it wasn't no We Go Hard niggas on the card.
Just going to show that love.
Just going to show love, just because y'all some cool dudes. Even when I came to the trap.
Yeah, you definitely gave
the support love, gotta support, man. Like, we gotta support each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we all we got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but just at that time, it was like, I understand it's competition, but That shit wasn't enough. That shit wasn't enough, man.
Okay. Well, since we on the competition,
right?
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Right.
Trap versus We Go Hard.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. How did we get on y'all radar?
I don't even know. I don't even know how that shit even started. It may have started through it may have been the Brooklyn Carter in Gaddafi. XL. It may have been that battle. Did he battle?
XL was first.
It could have been through that battle.
Okay.
I really don't know how that shit started. Do you?
I know as far as We Go Hard getting on my radar, let me tell you, and I'm gonna be honest with you. My man Detox, who was battling with the trap like when we first started.
Right.
He had sent me a battle with him and your boy Clip.
Okay.
Your boy Clip was fire. I was like, yo, who is this guy? And now, mind you, I had seen all of like the We Go Hard branding before certain URL battles. I seen some of y'all trailers that got uploaded. I had never took it upon myself to go and watch.
Right.
So that's why I was still like new to a lot of the talent that y'all was bringing.
Right.
But when I seen that battle, I was like, yo, let me reach out to Son and see if he, willing to battle. And at that time, I didn't know about the structure, like how y'all are really like on some family. Like, y'all really came to that event 50 deep. Yeah. Like, I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? But I reached out to Clip, and he said he was down to do the battle with Get Him Vega. Okay. And he was like, yo, I got my bro Brooklyn. Right? Vega, yeah, he's on. Shout out to Get Him Vega. On, Clip was like, yo, I got my bro Brooklyn Carter, who he had a PG that ain't dropped. I think he was supposed to do a battle up in Connecticut, and the joint didn't go down. And Clip was like, yo, he got material, and he hungry. He willing to he want to put in some work. Right. He was like, yo, could you add him to the card? And I'm like, shit, why not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I see that you fire, and you telling me you got somebody that's just as equally fire, y'all coming from, pretty much the same brand, I'm like, all right, let's, make something happen. Right. But we got to feel the energy firsthand that night. And it was just like when me and Peso got home, we was just like, yo, who are these niggas? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that was our first, like, as far as how y'all really got on our radar. Right. And then afterwards, it was just like the whole back and forth shit.
You know what I think what happened? I think your niggas was coming in our chat starting shit. Okay. That's what I think. That's how y'all came across our radar. Like, I forget who was coming in starting shit, but the niggas was coming in the We Go Hard chat room starting shit. I'm like, who the fuck is you niggas, man? I don't remember who in particular, but niggas was coming in the chat room saying fuck We Go Hard, and I don't even know who started the fuck the trap shit.
Oh, I think it was between Piff, Gwitty, and Steams.
Okay, it probably could have been Gwitty ass or probably Steams. I don't know. Yeah, they made a whole movement. Fuck the trap.
Yeah. And let me see. It was real. I could say it was real, just competitive at first. Yeah, it was like We Go Hard niggas would battle over here, battle at the trap. Right. It was certain trap niggas that would battle over there. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Cause me and Peso, we on some just the business side of things as far as setting the events up and stuff like that. We kind of let the battlers do their own thing. Right. But I think seeing how y'all moved when y'all came to trap events, I think that's what kind of inspired the camaraderie that came with the battlers, like when Stacks, Gaddafi, Fetty, and all of them came over. I think that's what kind of made them say, okay, if we're going to be in competition with these niggas, we kind of got to like squad up and let them feel our presence, just as equally. Right. But I didn't know it was serious. Like, it was a point where it got serious. Yeah. So where would you say it got serious for you?
It got serious when just all of the Facebook shit, man. Suck my dicks and pull up to the events and do this and it was just mad bullshit, man. I'm just like, yo, bro, like, damn, son, like, why we just can't just be that? You know what I mean? Just that's what. Come on, bro. We grown men, bro. We niggas don't play that SMD shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bringing niggas kids involved and like, come on, like that's when niggas was taking shit to a whole nother level. But like niggas never really came at me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But,
so was there anything, and you can be honest, was there anything that might have came from our side as far as like maybe me and Peso that you felt offended by that made you take things a little personal?
I felt like at the time I felt like the shit y'all was saying on Facebook, I thought it was about me. Like, okay. That's what I thought. Like I just thought it was about me. But when shit really kind of went how it went was when y'all uploaded the battle, the show off and and I forgot
in Blacksmith
in the Blacksmith battle. Like that shit was like damn, and I was tight because I showed that shit to Adi. Boom. I mean, shout out to Boom. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I mean? Like, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do. Okay. And I was showing him URL battles before they dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's where I fucked up at. And, and I admitted to them, this is where I fucked up at. Yeah, yeah. But I was only just showing him. You know what I'm saying? So, when I showed him that battle, I'm like, yo, bro, don't, you know what I mean? Don't show niggas this battle, bro. Because I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like I think I showed them his battle. I think did he battle on that same card or was it a card before or after? I think he battled on that.
No, he battled on the Gnome 4 because he battled Skull. They did the rematch on URL.
Right. And that battle never dropped, right?
Nah.
Yeah. See, I was showing him that battle. I was showing him shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
before it dropped.
I showed him him when he battled Steams.
Okay.
Like, I was, you know what I mean? I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to do. Okay. I fucked up on. So when he showed him that, when he show off the battle, I don't know how y'all got it, but we'll get to that. But he wanted him show off, but I think show was beef with Nobs or some shit.
Yeah.
Or they was taking too long to drop it or some shit or whatever.
It was some internal shit with them, but let me tell you how it went from my end. Right? I'm gonna tell you how it really happened. I was on my way home from work. At the time I worked in the Bronx. I was living in Queens though, so I would take the Long Island Railroad to go home. I'd go down 34th Street. Right. So out of nowhere, I'm going down to get on my train. Somebody attacked me on my shoulder. I turned around, fucking show off, just out of nowhere. So we get on the train and we talking, and he like, yo, you know, he telling me about the Blacksmith battle and how I win and shit like that. And he's like, you know, that he really wants it to drop because, you know, he want to try to progress his career and everything. So our conversation was on some, okay, I'm going to talk to Peso because Peso and Beasley got, you know, their relationship. Right. And we going to see if we could try to get it through certain legit ways. Right. And he like, all right, cool, I'm going to see what I could do on my end. Which I didn't know what that meant at the time. So it was maybe like a couple of days later, I'm going home. I actually was taking the bus cross town through Queens, and I get an inbox link from him. He like, yo, I need you to download this YouTube link. So when I go to the link, mind you, because before I download it, I want to see what the hell I'm downloading. Right. I see, and it's the show from Blacksmith shit, but it's on the We Go Hard channel. I'm like, at the time, I didn't know that you were doing the PGs and that you would upload the footage. So I was confused when I seen that shit. Right. But, you know, I downloaded it, and I'm thinking that regardless, he still got it through legit means. Right. I didn't know about the whole, yo, you sent it to Boom, and, you know, I didn't know about none of that. So I went and downloaded the joint, and I hit Peso, and I'm like, yo, Peso, I got the footage. So it wasn't like we planned on like doing some sabotage shit like that. That was more so, you know, how Boom and Show Off organized that shit. Right. And, you know, this is just keeping it 100. Like, I don't want nobody to feel like they getting thrown under the bus or nothing. This is just how things transpired. We didn't know as far as like how it was with URL, as far as like, okay, there's other people that got the credentials to upload and do stuff and, you know, shit like that. I wouldn't think that there was, you know, I would think that everything was on like a URL hard drive they just upload stuff when they get ready, and that was it. But when that happened, that's when I started to wonder, okay, what is really going on? And then, you know, of course, that night was when we had the conversation. I spoke to Peso. I called him. He called Norbs because, you know, we got the Click Vodka. URL had exclusive at the time. Right. So we was on some shit like, yo, you can't have two liquor brands on the same battle because it's conflict of interest. Right. Like whenever you're doing sponsorships, even though some people do it, Peso, he's a person who does legit business. So it's like there's certain guidelines that he follows. So you're really not supposed to have two clothing brands on footage. You're not supposed to do like two liquors and stuff like that. So he was calling Norbs to sort that out. And then after he called Norbs, he called me. He was like, yo, Norbs don't know how we even got the footage. I'm like, I thought Show Off got it through him. Right. And that's when I know y'all had a conversation on the phone that night. I think he called Norbs. I think Norbs called you. Then I think you called Adi to figure out what was going on. Right. And how did that convo?
At first, when I hit Adi, I'm like, yo, bro, that's fucked up, bro. Shit, like, bro, I was showing you shit before it dropped, bro. I even showed you shit that never dropped, bro. Yeah. I'm like, bro, like, we was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing that shit with a lot of niggas. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. I was only really doing that with him. Anybody else that's team that either came to my crib and you watch it like that, but him was the only one I was showing it to. So when he did that, I'm like, damn, bro, that's fucked up, bro. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking up my relationship with these niggas now. So, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, yo, my fault, whatever. And I just left it at that. I ain't never say nothing to the nigga again. You know what I'm saying? I think I made the scene to maybe once after. Twice after, maybe once he apologized. You know what I'm saying? I just left it at that. Like, I mean, it ain't no beef for nothing, but you just made it bad for everybody else. You know I mean, I don't do that now. Yeah, you know but that was like a learning experience. Like, it was a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't my footage to do. Yeah. What I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
So did that situation, did it make things weird with you and URL?
To be honest, nah. It really did, because I was still shooting events. I was still doing what I was doing, shooting PGs, adding the battles, adding the main stage. I was still doing what I was doing, so they didn't really take it as nothing. To be honest with you. Like, they just, all right, cool. But see, I owned up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like I try to do it and fucking let me see if they're not gonna say nothing about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I owned up to it. You know what I'm saying? I said it in blogs. I said it to them like, yo, I was doing this, I fucked up, and they ain't responded. Like,
I remember that 101 facts. Oh yeah. Yo, I was like, and I ain't gonna lie, I watched that blog a couple of times, like back then, and I'm gonna tell you why I watched it. It was crazy how you shot it. Like, you shot it on some mafioso type shit. Like, you had your back to the camera, you could see your glasses, and you was just going off, and I was like, God damn. Like, you know, but I know afterwards we had seen each other, we spoke, you know, I pretty much let you know that, yo, if there's any personal issues, I could contact you directly. I'm not gonna, you know, sit up there and do the sub thing, because I could kind of admit at the time, it's not just that I was feeling myself, but I felt like it was URL versus us, and I felt like they was kind of putting y'all in the way with certain things, as far as like, yo, we gonna use WeGoHard to, you know, like how they brought the President Drake Dennis battle over there and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like it was all of y'all against, you know, little old Trap. So that's why we was on defense, you know, kind of how we was.
And, you know, and I'm going to interview you. So we can speak on that. You know what I'm saying? And your situations. Oh, yeah, we definitely going to interview you.
I'm with it, man. Yeah, I'm with it. Just let me know.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me ask you about that. How did you feel about the President Drake Dennis battle coming over there?
I loved it. Because I was fucking with I I'm like, fuck these niggas, yo. I'm like, I know that nigga Mercy tight. I love that. I was like, oh yeah, we got that shit. It was friends coming back after all the shit he was, the stealing and all that, whatever, the deposits and all that shit he was doing. I was like, yeah, we got that shit. Okay. Yeah, fuck that nigga Mercy. Word.
Okay. And I respect it, man, because if we in it like that, a situation like that gonna make you feel like you got the one up on somebody. So that's only natural. You know, man, that We Go Hard and Trap shit was deep.
And we took on the prayer shit, or were you saying something after that?
And what else? I mean, as of right now, we straight. Like, let me ask this: what for you kind of eased the tension between us a bit? What would you say?
What that made it just die out? Or just, like when I seen you at the I think it was at the You're Irrelevant. I had seen you outside.
Yeah,
I forgot. I think it was Summer Madness. It was one of them fucking events.
Okay.
When I seen you, I'm like, we just had a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just settled. We had, like, I mean, we got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we settled our differences. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, that shit is over. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that shit, it was fun. I mean, again, nobody got hurt. Nobody got beat up. Nobody, you know what I mean? It was all entertaining, you know? Again, like, even when Gaddafi came over to We Go Hard, this nigga was like, 2 niggas deep or some shit. I think it was just him and Wiley.
Let me ask you that. And like I said, you could be honest. How did you feel about trap niggas jumping shit to We Go
Hard? You talking as far as the Fetty and
Fetty, Gaddafi, Stacks was always kind of back and forth, even though he
started with We Go Hard first.
Even though he started screaming, trapping, then, but even still, how did you feel about niggas basically jumping shit?
Again, I loved it because at the time, I was with you niggas.
Okay.
But you know, like again, like I was always cool with Fetty. I was always cool with Gaddafi. Like when he was rapping, I was always cool with niggas. So I mean, like, so when they when they made that transition, that's what I'm interviewing when you come on.
Yeah.
You know, when they made that transition, it was all love because we were still cool. It wasn't like I don't know what was their reason why they transitioned. I never asked.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, but they was like, yo, we going to come over. I was like, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know how you gonna feel about it. I mean, again, we gonna say that. Make sure I got my pen and paper for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But, it was just all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we was cool. You know. It was cool. Word.
Okay. Because this the thing. I remember seeing posts in the We Go Hard group around that time, and it felt like some of the battlers had something against it. As far as niggas.
Yeah. Some We Go Hard niggas kind of felt the way. I mean, I never asked questions. I don't know why. I mean, like why they felt the way they felt. But you know, again, like they was cool with me. They was cool with Steens. They was cool with the forefathers. They was cool with niggas. Just everybody else just kind of like felt the way. Like, nah, bro. Like, why the niggas can't stay with? You know, I guess because it was the We Go Hard trap beef shit. So that's really why. There wasn't no other reason behind it. Just that. That's just because we was going on the war and shit like that. That's why they felt the way they felt. You know what I'm saying? It was
you know what's crazy?
WW and WWE.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I could kind of relate because it was a similar thing with me when the faculty came over from Bloody Knuckle shit. Right. Like when Prez, Show Off, J Murder and all of them kind of jumped to us. It was like, yo, if they feel like they fuck with the vibe of the trap and they trying to come, you know, fuck with us, I'm not gonna ask no question. If y'all niggas want to battle, then the platform is here for y'all.
Right.
You know, but it's always, you know, other reasons as far as you know, when niggas jump ship and shit like that. Like you said, when we interview, you know, there's certain stuff we could dive into. Right. But and y'all went at it with Spit That Heat.
Yeah.
How was that whole? How did that start?
The fans started that shit.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know where they got it from, but I was just going along with the shit. They kind of felt like they was, you know what I mean, they was, you know, the top league or whatever they was doing in the South, and we was basically we was doing in the East.
Okay.
And, you know, like we was, I ain't gonna say we was the only 2 leagues that was giving URL artists. Like, you know, you had you had everybody else had their +2. But like they felt like we was the only two leagues that was really giving URL, stars and people that was getting PGs and shit, whatever. So the fans started that shit. The fans wanted the week off was spit that heat shit. And I remember we was outside of the event with Adi Boom and them niggas battle rap, and niggas was just arguing. Like Tink the Demon was arguing with KO, and like Stings was arguing with I think T-Top. It was just mad. It was mad. It was mad shit going on at that time. Whatever. And again, they had their roster, and plus with Milltown, he had his niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I found out it wasn't his niggas. You know what I'm saying? But he had, you know what I'm saying? He had
I see
his stars, but niggas was telling me like, nah, them niggas ain't coming from
him.
They came from some other niggas. Type shit. Like Reds and T-Top. Like niggas told me stories, but that's another story. Niggas like they had their niggas and we had our niggas, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And this was like the summer. I'm like, let's do this shit for January 2020. But a lot of people don't know. They probably do know. Me and Milltown was gonna battle. A lot of niggas don't know that. Me and Milltown was gonna battle on the We Go Hard Spit That Heat cover.
You know what's funny? I think I might have seen something, but I might have thought y'all was joking.
Nah, we was dead serious. I had a round for him.
Wow. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting.
I was gonna fuck that nigga up. Yo,
what?
My nigga, I had a
B-City versus Milltown. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, we was gonna do a one round though. One round, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I was letting my niggas hear that shit. Like I'm
about to do the Uncle Rob pull out $5. Can I book that battle?
So we was gonna battle one round. You know what I mean? Like I wrote a whole round for that nigga. One round 6 minutes.
Wow.
I had some shit for that nigga. I was gonna really fuck that nigga up. I had some, because I know he battle rap before. You know what I'm saying? I seen his battle on Spit That Heat. Yeah, he got a battle on. Yeah.
Wow, I gotta go watch that. I'm watch that when I get home.
Nothing crazy. But I mean, he battled on his league before.
Well, he do music, so
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna fuck that boy up, man. But
why didn't it happen?
I was just about to get to that. The reason why it didn't happen, because at that time, Milltown, what they were saying about Milltown, Milltown was doing the contract shit. The contract, I think he wanted 40%. What do you want, 30% or some shit like that? I don't know what he wanted it. Or if these niggas pays or the other leagues and shit. Like, it was that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when he was doing that, like, again, I had to do with me. And then, like, niggas was hitting me from Spit That Heat was like, yo, we not doing it.
Wow.
Like, mad niggas from this league like, yo, we not doing it. Cause we had Chef Trash versus Chess. When URL had we had that book.
Damn.
Trash was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the young boys basically.
Right, yeah. We had that battle book for We Go Hard versus Spit That Heat.
Damn. That'd have been a crazy look for
we had, for our card, we had Prep. We had Chess, we had Brooklyn Carter, we had Money, we had Styles, we had Steams, we had Cedar Boss going up against the chick they had over there. Like we was ready, and it was a 2-day event. It was gonna be a whole 2-day event. Like
I remember that.
It was a whole 2-day event we was gonna do. You know what I mean? And once that shit happened with the contract shit, what he was doing, and everybody was just dipping from the league and doing what they was doing, and niggas was hitting me saying they was doing it. We just left it alone. Said, fuck
God damn.
Bitch, shout out to Milltown Blow though, but I was gonna fuck that nigga up. I had, man, woo. You lucky I remember that shit. I'll spit that shit right now.
That's crazy. And shit, I remember we had talks about doing the trap, We Go Hard shit that never happened.
I actually wanted to battle you.
Word?
Yeah, hell yeah. I actually wrote some shit for you.
I probably smoke you, City. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You see what I just did to homeboy?
Oh,
yeah. I still got it.
Yeah.
I still got it a little bit.
We gonna talk about all that shit when I interview you. We gonna talk about all your shit. You know what I'm saying? Word.
You know what I did remember? I think it was the nigga Pete. He had sent me like a little graphic or something.
Pete from Europe?
Yeah. Okay. At that time, and it was supposed to be. And this is just what I had got from him. It was supposed to be, we each picked 3 people for one of those. I think it was probably some Madness 5.
Okay.
We each picked 3 people, and they was gonna battle and do 1-rounders. I had sent my joint back, but I don't think you had sent nothing back because I know I had Gaddafi, Fetty, and Stacks on my joint.
Yeah, I think I never sent it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that too. I remember.
Okay.
I remember
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember that.
As long as people know it wasn't me.
Yeah. Again, I just wasn't, I wasn't with the lead shit, so it was like,
okay.
Yeah, but it was me. It was me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely didn't want to do shit. He sent me his 3. And I just like, I ain't what's wrong with it.
Okay. And I know pretty much the last thing was y'all going back and forth with Coliseum. Now, how has that relationship been?
It's Blackbeard, man. It's him. Blackbeard started with us.
Oh, wait, he started with y'all?
Yes.
Oh.
His first battle he was We Go Hard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was We Go Hard. His first battle was with We Go Hard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why he left was like he jumped ahead of himself too much.
Okay.
Like he did a battle challenge, and then your next battle you want to be main event type shit.
Oh wow.
Like,
did he do good in his battle challenge?
Like, he was cool. I mean, he battled Bad Luck, Free Bad Luck.
Okay.
He had battled Bad Luck. It was cool. I mean, it was his first battle. It was cool. But like his next battle, he wanted these niggas. I'm like, yo, bro, like, hold on.
Wow.
And at this time, Blackbeard made his debut. Mr. Wavy made his debut. I had mad niggas that debuted on the same card that he was on.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? I'm like, you was cool, but Mr. Wavy kind of had, like, he stole the show that night. Know what I'm saying? And I think Jay Baller, I think his brother, matter of fact, I think he came after. But, all the niggas kind of, show their ass and did what they did. Know what I'm saying? But he just jumped too much. Like, bro, like, it's going to happen.
Yeah, just let it go, like.
Like, you can't go ahead, bro. Like, you gotta start from where everybody else started at. You knew. It ain't like you some nigga that came from over here and you know what I'm saying, you made your name and then you, like, nah, bro, shit different.
Okay.
So he just bounced. He did his own league and whatever, cool. And
so he went straight from being We Go Hard to forming his own?
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did Kali maybe either that same year,
well, I know,
or the year after.
I know when we started, I think us and Kylie started the same year. Because 2013. Because they had Dot on their first event, and that was after Dot had already been with us.
Okay. Yeah, so I think he started with us in I think it was 2012.
Okay.
I think it was 2012 when he started, and I think he did Kylie the year later. Yeah, 2013. Yeah, facts. That's a fact. Yeah, but Black was just doing too much for me, man. Like, and just that shit was just like that whole trap. The whole Kylie We Go Hard shit, man. I wasn't paying these niggas no mind, man. Okay. Listen, I done went to war with Trap. I done went to war with Brooklyn Mic Club. I done went to war with BMC. I ain't thinking about you niggas. Like, nigga, you started with me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I was on my shit the same way I was on with you. Like, nigga, you ain't built nobody, nigga. What the fuck is you? Like, you started with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just mostly Black. Shout out to Sleeves, man, because he actually doing this thing now with Kyle. But it was really Black, man. Black was just doing too much for me, man. But shit just kind of got crazy with that whole, with them and us. Like,
So, there ain't going to be no We Go Hard versus nobody.
Nah, I'm not gonna say never. I mean, but you gotta make sense. We've done cards when, like a whole bunch of We Go Hard niggas went over to what's the nigga league from down south? The league Swamp came from. I forgot the fucking name.
It's the South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I forgot the name of it.
I forgot. I had went down there to host the. the event one time.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the name of the niggas. My fault. But yeah, we had a bunch of niggas on their card. You know what I mean? That went a bunch against they niggas and shit. Like we done shit like that. We didn't have niggas come over and did it on our platform. Even with coming up, like Clip, he got like We Go Hard Verbal Warzone event.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but it's actually on beat.
Oh, okay,
down
okay.
shit, whatever. So, I mean, it's been shit like that. I just don't want it titled as us versus them. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
I mean, you know, anything that happen in the future, man, you know, you might have to change your heart, you know, but just as of now, I just feel like, I mean, it's cool, but it just really don't do nothing. Like,
Okay, okay.
I even wanted to go to war with Block City at the time.
Block City had a strong roster.
Yeah, I wanted to go to war with them.
They had, of course, Old Red and all over Jersey niggas. Right. They had Johnny Alcatraz.
Right.
They had a strong.
Came from there, right?
Did Suge come from Block City? If he did, he might have only did like 1 or 2 joints with them.
Did Surf come from there?
Yeah, Surf definitely came from Block City.
Like them niggas. I wanted to go to war with them niggas. They had what's the nigga name? Black Hayes. Black Hayes. I like that nigga.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that nigga.
Fire.
I don't know what happened to him. But he need to come back.
They had Bakim's.
Like they had
Amazing D-Boy, Bill Collector. Yeah.
Like I wanted to go to war with Block City. But Hazy was on the shit. Hazy was on the shit. Like, yo, you gotta get your shit up.
Okay.
And I wasn't mad. I didn't feel no kind of way. Like, it was cool. Now, like, I didn't went up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. I understand how it goes. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Shout out to Block City, man. Shout out to Hazy Root. Word.
Okay.
I wanted to go to war with them niggas, but they wasn't with it. So, cool.
Okay. Now I know you said you got the web series coming up.
Right.
Until Then was fire.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
It was just miscommunication with certain members of the show.
Okay.
It was like season 1 was done. You know, it wasn't the best like far as production because it was like really like my first time really. Yeah, learning how to really, you know, besides battle rap, you know, I did the battle rap, but that was like something whole.
Yeah, that's. Listen, I was working on the web series with somebody, and that shit ain't never happened.
You know what I'm saying? So, like with that, that shit takes a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Like you just can't be like, oh, that shit really hard working, like, because you got to work around people's schedules and you got to hold people's work at the same time. Like that shit is a lot to really put together. But I seen worse web series, so I wasn't mad when I seen my shit. But what that was, when season 2 was getting written, you know, my bro Fabio, shout out to him. I mean, we got money now. Okay. But at that time, like he kind of felt like the show was his.
Okay.
I mean, I gave credit when it was deserved. Like he gave me the name of the show. Okay. Like I was trying to find a name for the show. Like he gave me the name. Like I gave you credit for that, bro. Okay. Like the little shit that you had in it, like that you wanted to, I gave you the okay to do that. Okay. But it wasn't your show. Like bro, I was calling out of work to get scenes done. To, you know what I mean, to have shit drop for Sunday. Like that shit is really a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like bro wasn't like you wasn't with me when I was going to do these scenes. You was only with me when it was time for yours. Okay. Like I'm out here taking cabs, going ahead and renting out places for an hour to get this done, and I'm out here doing that shit. Me and my bro Fab. Rest in peace to my bro Fab. Love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was out here late nights, 3, 4 in the morning shooting shit. Like just me and him throughout the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But when season 2 was getting written, we just couldn't come to it, like, cause he wanted to write over there. Okay. And I'm over here. Like we don't live. I don't live in the hood no more. Oh. Okay. I go there from time to time, but I'm in and out. You know what I'm saying? I go show love to my niggas and I be out. So it's like I can't. It's not gonna look right. You writing your shit and I'm over here writing something. It's not gonna look right, bro. Yeah. Like, you gotta be on the same page with stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he like, yo, why we can't write it together? I'm like, bro, I don't have time to come over here every day or to do that. I don't have time to do that because I work, I'm doing events, I'm doing my own. I can't do that, bro. Okay. Like, so we couldn't, like, it couldn't come to agreement to that. So it just couldn't come to agreement, man. It was fucked up, man, because I got mad love from that shit, man. I got mad love from that shit, yo. Like, I was going to restaurants, getting free food. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was, like, getting mad love from that. Like, motherfuckers didn't even know me from battle rap.
Oh,
like, niggas knew me from the web series. Like, yo.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people was asking, like, yo, season 2s. And then I gave him the show. I'm like, yo, bro, like, this is you flag your show us? Huh? I gave it to him.
Wow.
I gave it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I gave him the show. Like, yo, go ahead, bro. Do what you do.
And they never continued it from.
Never continued it, bro.
God damn.
And then, like once we got cool, it was like, I was willing to buy a camera. Like, I was willing to buy a camera. Like, give him, a camera to get it started. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, just get the accessory. The battery.
Yeah, the chargers,
the
mic
cards, little mic. You know what I mean? I'm like, just get the accessories, bro.
Okay.
I get the camera. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be in it, but you can at least get it going.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Get the ball in the park. You know what I'm saying? Get it going, bro. And we just never couldn't come to it. Like, it hurts, man, because it was good, man. It was cool. Just besides the production part, and the acting was kind of eh. But it was cool. It was cool for what it was. You know what I mean? And I'm just sad the way it went. Like, hopefully it can come back in the future. You never know. But I just moved on from it. I got this new one, How We Live. It's gonna be out by the time y'all see this. And this new one is it, man. I'm telling you.
And you feel confident in it?
Yo, this is the one. I promise you, this is the one. Like, production wise, acting wise, again, we ain't no Zenzels.
Yeah. That's gonna come with time.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't those, but we try to give it our best.
Okay.
And this the one. This is the.
I'm gonna need them early private links.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got you. Like I said, when you watch this shit, it'll be out now. So make sure you get a tune and watch that link. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but just that, man. Like, I was willing to do that, and we just couldn't come to agreement, man. It's like, it's fucked up, man, because the fans, like, and everybody else that was in the show moved. Like, everybody just moved on. Like, niggas moved out of state, so it just wouldn't look right, because the way it ended, it wouldn't be able to come back to the way it ended. Because this person wasn't here no more. This person fell back. Like, it was just too much. Like, that shit hurted, man. But this one is gonna be done right. And I'm gonna make sure it's done right. You know what I mean? I took my time casting and just getting everything right. It's gonna take a little time to, like, really drop for maybe hopefully around the spring. Hopefully, the springtime we can start dropping. Hopefully, but just don't want that.
Okay. Before we get to wrapping up, one of the things I want to ask you about the True to the Game card.
Yeah, let's get to it.
I seen everything that unfolded with you and Tia going live. Have y'all been able to rectify it since then?
Nope.
Why not?
Something to talk about. But I mean, we could talk about it, but I'm good. Like, I'm done with her. Like, I'm done with her. Like, let me just get to it, man. Let me just start from it, because I actually was supposed to do the interview with Hip Hop Is Real.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just give it to you. Fuck it. Shout out to my bro, Hip Hop Is Real first. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. But alright, Tia came to me to do a card.
Okay.
Gave it the okay to do it. You know what I'm saying? No problem. But I'm like, who was your sponsor, Tia? Because I'm not trying to bring you down, but you don't have this kind of money to pay all these people on this card. So who is your sponsor?
Okay.
I have to speak to your sponsor. This is what I'm telling. I'm like, I have to speak to your sponsor. You cannot just do a card and I don't speak to nobody.
Yeah.
You know how this shit go, bro.
Yeah. You got to speak to everybody who's gonna be involved on the business.
Right. I'm like, so I need to speak to your sponsor. She kept giving me the runaround. To speak to him like this nigga was important. Like, my nigga, like, what? I've been trying to speak to this nigga for like a whole month to find out what it is, because there's no way this nigga just putting up his money and don't want nothing back from it. I don't know what you promised him. Okay. I don't know what you told him.
Okay.
So I need to hear from this man to find out what's going on.
Okay.
So she kept telling, we were supposed to speak this day, it never happened. We were supposed to speak this day, it never happened. We were supposed to speak this day, it never happened. It never happened. I had to give her a deadline to speak to the sponsor. I'm like, why the fuck?
God damn.
Why the fuck am I giving you a deadline to speak to somebody that want to do a call with me? I didn't come to you. You came to me to do an event. You could have went to anybody else. You could have went to our battle. You could have went to anybody if you wanted to. But you decided to come home and do it. Cool.
Okay.
I'm giving you exclusive, bro. So I'm like, give me the nigga Facebook. Give me his Facebook. If he ain't got no number, he had a number. You never gave me his number. Give me his Facebook.
Okay. That way you can just reach out whenever.
Right. She gave me the nigga Facebook finally after fucking a month.
Okay.
So I hit the nigga up. You know what I'm saying? We talking, you know me, he telling me about himself and how he sponsored events for Queen and Ring before. Okay. Shit like that, etc. I'm like, cool, that's cool, that's what's up. So I'm like, yo, what you want? I'm like, what you want from this? Because I'm sure you're not paying these girls a battle. I'm sure you're not taking care of these girls' flights. I'm sure you're not doing all this to not to get nothing back from it. So what do you want from this? You know what I'm saying? So at first they was trying to do on some like pre-sale ticket shits, like, you know, like the early bird tickets, like before the event. I wasn't with that. Okay. Because first of all, I don't know you. Number one, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? To even to give you that power to give you money, and then you might not fucking show up into no event, and these girls can't get the other half of their money. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, well, if you is going to do it, you can do it through me. They do want to do the pre-sale tickets? Yeah, the pre-sale tickets. I wasn't with it. Okay. I mean, I wasn't with it because, again, I don't know you. I don't know homie. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if you want to do it, you can do it through me. Okay. I collect the money. I can hold it all the way to the symbol. Okay. Whatever. So basically, I asked him what he wanted. You know, I gave him my price, which was fucking $400, bro. I charged the nigga $400. You know what I mean? I charged him $400 and give my man Clip his price. I can tell niggas my price. I charged him $400, bro. Okay. If you gonna make racks off this event. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
And this is for We Go Hard to be just for them to use the platform.
Right. They had the call. They just wanted to use my platform to do it. Cause, you know, people was gonna come out for, you know. Yeah. I'm not saying people when they came out, it wasn't, but you wanted to use my platform. Like I said, y'all could have went to anywhere else. I didn't come to you and to do a card. Okay. So I said I gave you the okay to do that. So I gave him my price, which was $400. You know what I mean? We like, and once that came to agreement, I'm talking back to Tia now. Now Tia, first off, she did some fucked up shit. Okay. She was taking pre-sale tickets from people and not giving them their money back. Oh, she wasn't supposed to do that. This is exclusive. She wasn't supposed to do that. I told her not to do that. You did it anyway, behind my back, and you didn't tell me nothing. I got people hitting me up saying, oh, I bought 4 tickets, I bought 5 tickets, and she's saying she want my money back on this date and never got nothing, bro. So who takes the fall for that? Me.
Yeah, because y'all are the bigger brand pretty much, so everybody's going to put it off for y'all pretty. Yeah.
So, boom. So now, to this day, these people don't have their money back. To this day. So now, I'm talking to her, and I'm telling her, like, listen, there's other ways you can make money besides the door. You know what I'm saying? First, I asked her who was getting paid off the door. Was anybody getting paid off the door? She told me, like, one person. Cool. No problem. So I'm like, yo, listen, I got this venue. Well, she was going to do it at the barn. You been to the barn before?
Yeah, yeah. Like I went to one of the invitational events there.
Like, she was going to do it there. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, why is you doing it there, Tia?
Yeah, not for females.
Like, I'm saying,
like, you need something a little more presentable than a bar.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that shit look like the shit from the biker joint, Sons of Anarchy. That's what that bar looks like.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, why is you doing it there?
Okay, okay.
Like, it's not presentable. Like, these ladies want to wear high heels and dresses. Yeah. Like, they ain't rapping that this. Like, no disrespect to it. But, you know, niggas, we don't give a fuck. Like, we just want to rap. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck. But I'm like, I'm thinking about the females now. I'm thinking about the ladies. Okay. So I'm like, yo, listen. I'm willing to pay for, because I did the New York PG at a spot in Brooklyn.
Okay.
A nice spot, shit, hold probably like 1,000 people.
Damn.
Open space. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, we can get it here for $1,000. I'm like, listen, like I can put up my own money. I was willing to put up my own money for your card. I didn't have to do that. But I was willing to do that for these ladies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, oh, let's get back to you. I'm like, who's we? You ain't put up nothing, Tia. What did you put up? Only thing you did was set battles. This the money man. So I'm like, so what is it to get back about if I'm willing to put up my own money for your event? I'm like, the only thing I asked for is my money back. And that's the day of the event you can give that back.
Yeah.
Plus what I charged you was $400 to do the event.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I went up calling the sponsor. I'm like, yo, listen, I don't know what Tia tells you about this spot, but this spot ain't it.
Okay.
I have a spot, such and such spot, for this price. I'm like, yo, listen, you can just give me the money. You can just send me $1,000 and have me pay for it. You can do that. I can keep my money.
Okay.
Just send me this or deposit or something to put down. Back at this time, this is like August, September.
Okay.
Remember, the event was in December. The event was December 1st.
So how long in advance did y'all when did y'all first start planning for it? Like around what
This
time?
shit was planned in the summertime, like July.
Okay. Okay.
This was planned since July. So I'm
Okay.
like, you got plenty of time to pay for a venue all the way to December. You got, what, 4 or 5 months
Okay.
to pay for a venue. So I'm like, listen, you can do it here and you have more options because at the barn, like, you can't bring your own liquor.
Yeah, because it's
Like,
the bar.
Right, but you can bring your own food, but they charge you to do it. They charge you a price to do it.
To do that, yeah.
So now this spot I have is open space. You can serve liquor, you can serve food, and you can do pay-per-view. They have an internet connection, so you can do pay-per-view at this event and make more money.
Okay. Okay.
And I told T, I'm like, listen, you can serve food, liquor. I don't want nothing from that. Whatever you make from that, that's you. Do you make
That's just
that?
extra money for her to
That's
make.
for you besides the door. I'm like, you can serve food, liquor. That's your. I don't want no cut of none of that. That's your money. I had the conversation to prove that. I don't have to lie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling homie this. I'm like, yo, listen, you can serve food, liquor, and we can do pay-per-view.
Okay.
I charge her 20. I think I charge her either 20% or 25% of the pay-per-view money, and y'all keep 75, 80%. I wasn't trying to rip y'all off.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all eat.
Yeah.
I'm taking low cuts. Know what I'm saying? Like Tia, I'm like, you can do the door, food, drinks, pay-per-view money. You can eat.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that. I don't want
That's a perfect setup for somebody to kind of come up.
Right, and this is your first card. I'm giving you the okay to do this. I'm taking these cuts for you to do this, Tia. And then you went live, and she was telling people I was trying to rip her off.
God damn.
You was telling people that I was trying to rip you off. How? How am I trying to rip you off when I charge a man $400 to an event you're going to make thousands off? Remember, you're charging 40 at the door. 40 times 10. I mean, 10 people at the door with 40 is my price. 10 people.
Yeah.
Now think about it. You got 50 to 100 people at this event. Times that times 40. What's the math? I don't know the math on that, but that's a decent number.
Yeah. That is a decent amount.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a decent
This
number.
is 40 times. That just say 40 times 150. That's your money. I'm only getting $400 out of that. Plus my man Clip price. The rest is yours. I didn't say let's go half or everything.
Yeah,
I didn't say
yeah.
none of that. I said this is yours. You do what you do, baby girl. I want you to eat. Because again, money don't mean shit to me. I just want these ladies to have a better venue to rap on.
Okay.
Because you know they're gonna bring friends and they're gonna probably be presentable and they can relax and there's cheers and
you know what? The flyer alone stuck out to me because true to the game, like I remember that being a popular book when I was in school.
Right.
And a lot of the hood joints was reading that like that it was true to the game, it was push. Right. Like I remember that era. So when I seen the dice and it said true to the game, I'm like, yo, this is really like some shit that people who's from the hood could really like it's relatable in a sense because it's something that's recognizable to people who's really from that time and that struggle, and it's something that kind of speaks to the females. Like I think that alone would have grabbed a lot of people because it grabbed me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like it was a good setup. But let me ask you this: did you think that maybe, and I'm not trying to shoot her too much bail, but do you think maybe she just really didn't understand business too well? Like being this her first joint.
I mean, at the end of the day, Mercy, she been around us long enough. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's common sense to find out what's going on with your card. Okay. That would be common sense for anybody. Yeah. To find out what's going on with your card. Fuck everything else. Talk to your sponsor. Find out what's going on. I know certain people out there say, oh, maybe she didn't know the business, but this is why I'm here. If you don't know something, you can ask me.
Ask you. Yeah.
You have my number. And I presented this to her. I'm like, listen, if you have any questions on anything, when things got settled, I said, you can ask me. You have my number. Fuck your ego, fuck whatever, fuck all that. Yeah. You know me, Tia. So now, the fire's out. TBA. At this time, this was when the venue was trying to get discussed. Okay. Whatever. So with the sponsor dude, I'm telling him about the spot. So now, he like, oh, we just gonna go with the bond, Tia. I'm like, all right, cool. You have no argument for me. This is what y'all want to do. And I don't know if you've seen it. Once the full flyer got out and it says the bond, you see how many people, I don't know if you've seen the people that was going in on that spot. Yeah. 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 You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people that they was going, like people was going in like, yo, what the fuck? And she's going, oh, I don't care. And anybody feel away, like, come on.
Yeah, that's not the attitude to have if you're going to be running an event. Right. And like, you got to make people feel comfortable.
And I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, again, for this price, I didn't want no interest or none of that. I just want my money back. Mm-hmm. So now, this was shit get crazy. People, it wasn't even a full card. The week of when all the shit went down, it was already 4 backouts. And you knew about it. You knew about it. And you didn't tell people that was battling that their opponents backed out. So you was gonna have these people come to the event because you know they charging 40 at the door. So you was gonna tell them that their opponent, the day of, instead of Ben telling them that their opponent backed out.
That's bad business.
Come on. Coffee Cakes hit me up and told me she didn't even know her opponent backed out until Steve was told her. But her opponent, Ben, backed out. Ben backed out. And you know this. So why are you not letting the people know that might want to come to attend that battle that is not going down?
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you not telling them that? Why? I don't get it. Come on, Mercy. We do cards. If something not going down,
you hit niggas.
We letting the people know. We letting also our fans know. Yeah. This is not going down. We gonna try. Maybe in the future reschedule or anything.
And even when they get to the door, like we remind people, yo, y'all know such and such not going down. You still want to pay to get in. You want a discount. Right. Like you gotta give people options as far as when certain stuff not going down to make it make sense.
And then it's like you notice and you're not telling the people, and this is like the week of the event. Mm-hmm. Now with the sponsor dude, nobody's flights was taken care of. This is the week of. Nobody flights. Nobody. KCJ flight was never taken care of. Pash Porter flight, Yoshi flight, all these girls, whatever, bus tickets, hotels, nothing was booked. Nothing. And this shit been set since July.
God damn.
July. We in November.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, come on. It take that long to really? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I give you this I gave you the opportunity to do this, and this is what you do to me. And to this day, you haven't apologized to me or nothing. You let your ego get in. Cool.
So the apology was probably the only thing you was really looking for.
To be honest, I didn't even want no apology. I'm good because she is who she is. She's not going to change for nobody. She done other fucked up shit that I'm not going to speak on.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking on this because it's business and this is.
And it affects y'all as a brand.
It affects y'all because, again, you know about all these backouts, but you're not letting people know. If you got all these backouts, you lower the price, make it 25, make it 30. Like, Kofi Cakes didn't even know her pony backed out until we told her.
That's crazy.
So you want to have this girl still come out to this event.
And I know she come from like Maryland.
Yeah, from Maryland. You're gonna have her come to this event with whoever she came with, and not knowing she's not battling. Come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely bad.
I would never do no shit like that.
Yeah,
never.
Yeah.
Again, like that's common sense to let somebody know. All this is common sense shit. To let your opponent know. Come on, you a battle rapper. Tia, you're a battle rapper.
Yeah.
You know how it is to not get your deposit or get your flight room booked or get your... Like, you're a battle rapper. You've been to other states battle. You should know this. So when you book a battle, you wouldn't think to find out if this shit was taken care of. And then the sponsor dude, I heard he did an interview with Uncle Rob.
Yeah.
50 Minutes of Fame. I heard he lying on it crazy. Saying everybody was paid for and everybody wasn't even paid for.
He said something like he paid everybody.
Everybody wasn't paid for. He's lying. Lying, bro. That's crazy.
Oh,
and then the fact of that shit was the sponsor dude gave to you $250
for
to pay for the venue, which was the bond.
Okay.
After whatever. So, cause I hit him up. I'm like, yo, listen. We paid for the venue. He like, yeah, I gave such and such $250. So I hit up Tia. She leaving me on scene. Leaving me on scene. Leaving me on scene.
Was the messages, about
did you put down that $250 he gave you for the spot?
And she just leave you on scene?
Seeing such and such PM or such and such. You read my shit. You ain't seen nothing to me. Now, because I hit up the sponsor dude. I'm sorry, not the sponsor, the venue for the bond.
Okay.
And I asked him, like, yo, did Tia put down a deposit? No. She never put nothing down. So now it's like, there's a deadline coming in. The dude from the spot hit me like, yo, listen, if she don't put down a deposit by, which was a Friday, y'all gonna lose the date, which was September 1st. Because somebody else is looking at that date. And they had the money.
So what? It was Friday, the weekend of the event?
No, this was like probably back in like September.
Oh, okay.
September, October. When he hit me like, yo, you have till Friday.
Okay.
Because somebody wanted the date.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
And she's telling him, I had the conversations. She's telling him, I'm going to give it to you Thursday, which would have been the day before.
Yeah.
The Friday. And she never, nothing. So she so claimed that she gave First Lady Flames the $250 to what's name, but
I remember her saying that she said she had to secure her audience or something like that.
But she been backed out. We ain't let people know about that. And then you didn't even give her $250. You gave her $125.
Oh shit!
And she sent it back to you.
Oh wow!
So where's the money? Where's the money? You kept it. You went. Then I heard you went live. Oh, I didn't go live. I don't need to steal people money, and I didn't see her live. But she went live saying she never stole them about deposits. How? Okay, you gave her $125. So where's the other $125 at? You didn't give it to nobody else. You didn't pay for the spot. So where's the money at? But you don't steal that. And then you take it early bird ticket sales. Where's that money at? But you claim you don't steal from nobody. And till this day, you ain't giving any money back. What's the money at?
So to this day, which is December 28th.
No deposit. The girl hit me nothing. Nothing.
About how many pre-sale tickets you think was sold?
To my knowledge, it was 2 people.
Okay.
2 people hit me. One girl said she bought an early bird ticket sale for $90. She bought 3 tickets, which was $30 each. I guess it was $10 off. And some other dude hit me and said he bought $300 tickets.
God damn.
And nothing.
Sheesh.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damn, so that was your fee right there, pretty much.
That's my fee right there.
Sheesh.
But the sponsor dude was supposed to been pay me before the event. I didn't trip on. I'm like, yo, bro, just pay me at the event. I'm cool with that. I can wait. That's not a problem.
That's one thing. Us league owners, we know how this shit goes. So a lot of times we usually give niggas leeway when it comes to our bread. Like, we want to make sure the event go well. Like, that's our objective.
Right.
But
I'm like, I can just wait to the event. No problem. I'm cool with that. But just the fact here, like, you took this money. Where the money at? To this day, where's the money at? You ain't take no money from nobody, right? So where's the money? And she sent you the money back. So where's the money? Ooh. And that's just the two people that I know about. I don't know. It could be other people out there that I just don't know. The only reason why that came upon because Fetty went live and somebody said, "Oh, I gave Tia this." That's the only reason how he found out.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
but you claim you don't steal money.
Damn,
that's crazy. But you know, again, I apologize to everybody because again, when shit like that happens to us, that falls on us.
Yeah.
That falls.
Yeah. It's always the bigger brand. Like the people who's like the investors or the sponsors, it don't fall on them because people don't know who they are. But when we doing something, whether it's trap, we go hard, I battle or whatever. Even when they had the Arizona thing, I forgot who it was. Teddy Grizzle. That was supposed to pay all the battle rappers or whatever. I think it wound up falling on like King of the Dot or something like that. Like. It always falls on the actual brands that people identify with.
Right.
So they're going to come to you. They're going to come to me, Smack, Organic, you know, whoever they know is, you know, part of the show that's like, you know, a bigger figurehead. You understand? So
yeah, man. So it's like, with that, man, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hurt by it because I try to just give people an opportunity just to do something besides battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the opportunity to do a card, and it was never about the money with me. When you lied and told people I tried to go half, when I had the conversations with you, I had the conversations with the sponsors, I gave you my price. Yeah. When you were going to make thousands. Pay-per-view, I charged you 20%. You got 80%.
And that was a stacked card. You know the females, they support.
Right.
The females and they fan base and everything.
Right.
So
how I try to go half? How?
Damn.
You just straight up just lying on me. Cool. That's cool. She's no longer WeGoHard. No longer part of my brand. She was no longer on any of my cards. None of that. I wish that girl nothing but the best on where she battles at. Whatever she got going on for herself, I wish her nothing but the best. I don't hate her, none of that. But she's no longer WeGoHard. Just want to put that out there. She's no longer part of the brand.
Damn, I gotta respect that, man. Gotta respect that. Like, it's one thing to do bad business, but when you don't go the extra mile to try to clear it up and things of that nature, it's like that more so speaks to character. And once you're not doing things to kind of fix things for other people, it's like your character shows, and people are not going to want to work with somebody who's, you know, doing stuff like that. So I kind of understand.
I mean, I seen that, like, she came to an event. I ain't saying nothing to her. She didn't say nothing to me. You're gonna keep it like that. Like, again, she's not banned. She can come to any event she wants. But she's gonna pay as a fan. You're not gonna get a discount price because you're WeGoHard and none of that. You're gonna pay full price like everybody else, or be somebody +1. That's the only way you're getting up ahead.
Okay. And shit, I gotta respect that, man. Shit, and wrapping up, what can we expect from City going into 2020?
Great battles, good cards, man. I'm trying. I'm in talks with some peoples. I'm not gonna count my chickens yet, but hopefully, you know, this deal can come through for 2020. Hopefully, if that come through, then we're gonna set some great matches, man. And now me booking no top 10 niggas either. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one here, maybe one here. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, but not no whole card.
Okay.
But just great matches, man. You know, just keep building new talent. We're gonna focus on new talent for 2020.
Okay.
Just bringing in brand new talent. So I'm gonna put that out there. You know, people that want to rap on We Go Hard, you know, just hit me on the email, WeGoHardTV at Yahoo. We just gonna focus on new talent, just give you the best matchups possible.
Okay.
And this web series, man, this web series I got, How We Live, man, I love it.
Now you said by the time this comes out, the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer will be out.
When does, or are you gonna announce the release date in the trailer?
I'm not gonna announce the trailer in the footage.
You ain't gonna. Okay.
Nah, it's just gonna say coming soon.
Oh, okay.
Because we still in production. Episode 1 is actually done, so we're actually shooting episode 2 now. So see, like when I did Until Then, it was like I had a date and I was like kind of rushing to put shit out.
Okay.
Like that's why I fucked up at. So this time I'm not giving no date.
Okay.
No trailer, no first episode. So I feel like once we like almost done, like 70, maybe 80%. Once I know we almost done, then I can give you a date. Because things gonna drop by the week, and then as the weeks going by, everything else is basically being shot and done.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, NoMercyTV Podcast. This was B City. Make sure y'all go subscribe to We Go Hard. Check out all the battles. They got a bunch of classics. I say what's my personal favorite We Go Hard battle? It might be that Carter in chess.
Carter in chess? Okay, yeah.
Carter. It's a bunch of them. Like I like chess and KO. D-Dub. D-Dub and Fetty. I like that battle.
Yeah.
I liked, who was it? Show Off in St. Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got a bunch of them over there. Yeah. I got a bunch of them over there. Bro. You know what I mean? So salute to We Go Hard and everything you got going on. Appreciate you coming through.
Always, man.
NoMercyTV Podcast, signing out.
Right. And you coming soon too, We Go Hard Mercy.
Yeah, definitely.